Einstein wants to expand his special theory of relativity into a general theory of relativity, a theory that will explain not just time, but also gravity. He realizes he will be fighting more than 2 centuries of scientific thought, and his hero, Sir Isaac Newton. It's 1907, and the 28-year-old Albert Einstein is still a patent office bureaucrat. It has been 2 years since he published his special theory of relativity, and the ambitious Einstein decides to advance an even more radical interpretation of the universe, a general theory of relativity. Doing this will require him to take on his scientific hero, Sir Isaac Newton.
In Einstein's time, Isaac Newton was God.
Newton was the founder of modern science. This is the actual first edition of Newton's Principia Mathematica of 1687. This priceless artifact is the very, very famous book which became the foundation of universal physics for centuries, until Einstein upset the apple cart.
It has been almost 250 years since the apple fell from the legendary tree on Isaac Newton's estate, giving Newton the inspiration to formulate his law of gravity.
Newton said that if an object falls, it's because there's a mysterious force called gravity pulling it down. But you know, Isaac Newton himself was not satisfied by that. Objects move because they're pushed, not pulled. Objects move because they're pushed. So what is pushing this? Newton didn't know. So Newton simply threw his hands up and said, I don't know. So I'm going to invent something called gravitational pull. And Einstein said, no, this theory can't be right.
He was prepared to simply go, I really want to solve this problem. I want to really understand the whole universe.
Max Planck said to him, you can work on gravity if you want to, but there are 2 problems.
You're not going to be successful. The problem is too hard.
And if you do, no one will believe you.
It's an extremely difficult task. It's not clear where to begin or how to go about doing it at all. Ultimately, the thing that gives him that clue turns out to be his old faithful way of reasoning, the thought experiment.
So it's what you and I would call daydreaming, but he gets to call them thought experiments because he's Einstein.
He's in his office at the patent office, looking out at the window, and he imagined a man working on a roof. And he begins to wonder what would happen if one of those men were to fall off the roof.
And then he had the happiest thought of his life, the inspiration of the ages.
He had a vision. The man will not actually be feeling his own weight.
He would be weightless. And then he imagined, if you're in an elevator and somebody cuts the cord, what happens to you? You fall. But the elevator falls at the same rate you do, so you are weightless inside the elevator. So then Einstein got it.
It's as though gravity's been switched off. What's really going on?
There is no such thing as gravitational pull. The Earth has curved the space around me, and space is pushing me into this chair. Space itself can be curved.
That's crazy sounding.
Space is adjustable.
It's actually malleable. Space and time are malleable.
It's this flexible thing that can be twisted.
You bring an object into space and it distorts the space around it.
Why does the Earth go around the sun? Most people would say, well, the sun's gravity is yanking the Earth toward the sun in a circle. Wrong. The Earth is going around the sun because the sun has warped the space around the Earth, and space is pushing the Earth toward the sun. He had a new theory of gravity, a new